and then the lip color, which is gonna make the whole look go pow. Make it go pow. Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty Bleeds Makeup, and today we are going to be doing a Valentine's look. We're going to be using the new Cryptic Cosmetics lipstick duo. These are the He Loves Me Not lipstick duo. And one is this really absolutely beautiful radiant raspberry color, which is what I'm wearing now. And then the other one is a really beautiful, deep, cool tone plum, which will be my next video. I am absolutely obsessed with these lipsticks. They're my favorite next to the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks. I was really inspired by this raspberry color to create a soft yet bold look for Valentine's Day. This is definitely a statement lipstick, and I wanted to do something that was really radiant and softer than what I usually do. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, so let's jump into the tutorial right now. See you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so to start off with the makeup, we're going to use the new Becca primer. This is the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresher. And it has this really cool kind of lavender tint to it, which is supposed to help brighten. It's a really nice primer, but I think I just haven't tested it out thoroughly because I am really in love with the other Becca primer, the Backlight Priming Filter. So I just need to keep wearing this a few times. But it really does make your skin look radiant. It's just not super noticeable once you've put foundation on. Okay, and we're just going to start with a little bit. Like so. Oh, and I've already washed and moisturized my face and stuff. I don't know how noticeable it is in the viewfinder, but you can see my face definitely looks really, really radiant. It's really subtle, the purple, but you can see it's really pretty. I think this would be really nice just to give an illuminating base if like you're on a super lazy makeup day. For foundation for this tutorial, we're going to use the Makeup Forever UltraHD Stick Foundation in the shade 120 or Y245. I absolutely love this foundation, and I'm still super bummed that Makeup Forever isn't cruelty-free, but because the foundation was expensive and I bought it before I went cruelty-free, I don't want to like just throw it away or not use it because it is so good. So pretty much I'm going to use this up, and then once I do, I'm not going to purchase it again. We're going to blend this out using a MUFE E44, which is like a round buffing brush. We're going to work in downward strokes. The reason I picked this particular foundation for a Valentine's tutorial is because how lovely and how natural this foundation makes your skin look. It's not heavy or overbearing, and it's really comfortable. If you're taking any photos with your significant person or someone you want to be significant, this is probably one of the best foundations. I really like to look at Valentine's as a day to say to my friends and family that I love them, rather than just like someone I'm romantic with. Like my grandma usually buys me something from Steve's Candy, like a Scotch Mellow, which is my favorite. And I'll text all my friends and be like, hey, you with the face, I love you. And it makes the day a lot less stressful, rather than all your friends that are either so happy with the person they love that it makes you want to vomit, or the people that are really sad because they're not with someone, or they just broke up with someone. So that's all blended in. Now we're going to move on to concealer. We are going to use the Becca AquaLuminous concealer in the shade Fair. Has anyone else ever noticed that for Valentine's Day, it's one or the other? Either it's Happy Valentine's Day with roses and soft feminine makeup, or it's the anti-Valentine's, where everyone's angry and against Valentine's Day altogether. Like it kind of seems like people feel like they have to have one or the other. It's kind of silly, I think. And this concealer brush is the number 40 Kat Von D concealer brush. A new trick that I've been doing is actually doing the concealer under my eyes last, because by the time I get to it, it's a little bit drier and it doesn't crease as much. Just want to add a little bit more brightness to my T-zone area. I had a really bad psoriasis breakout like a week and a half ago, so my skin is still really red and sensitive. I actually didn't wear makeup for a good 2 weeks or so, unless I had to, because it just wasn't worth making the psoriasis worse. So for 2 weeks, I was just skincare, 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 and I'm really glad I did it because it made a huge difference. And I really want to take extra time doing my concealer today, because for Valentine's, there's nothing worse than getting super up close to someone and then being like, their concealer's creasing. And I've also been avoiding getting concealer like super close to my lower lash line, as to not risk getting any concealer under my eyes, or in my eyes. Under, God. And we're going to set my under eyes with the Kat Von D translucent setting powder. And I just picked up this brush. This is the 25 Precise Powder Brush from Kat Von D. That's to set my under eyes. Someone asked me in my comments on my previous Someone asked me in my previous video if I could do a review on the Kat Von D brushes to see if they're worth it. I need one more, and then I'll be able to complete my collection of brushes and I can do a review for you guys. So give me a like, thumbs up if you want to see that video. And we're just going to really lightly dip into the powder and into the cap. And then I'm going to work the powder into the brush. And we're just going to lightly go under the eyes. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I thought this brush might be too big for my under eyes, but it's actually perfect. Wow. So what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Let me know. I have a few friends that actually got engaged on Valentine's Day a few years ago. So some of my friends are doing giant, big wedding celebration type stuff. And then lots of my other friends are just drinking beer and eating pizza at home. I will probably be one of those people eating pizza. No shame. We're going to go in. We're actually going to do 2 powders today. And I'll tell you why. First, we're going to go in with the Kat Von D Locket Pressed Powder. And this is in the shade Medium 52. And we're going to use a Morphe S10 synthetic brush. And the reason I'm using this powder first and then I'm going into the other one is because I want to get a little bit more coverage on the acne scars. If I just do this powder, then my face starts to look a little cakey. So what I'm going to do is when my makeup is all done, I'm going to go back in with the translucent setting powder and use it as a finishing powder so that I can add a little bit of soft radiance back into my skin. Puffin's wife, who's one of my favorite YouTubers, does this all the time with her makeup. She uses a finishing powder and a setting powder, and her face always looks so perfect. And it gives a really nice soft look, like you're naturally photoshopped. She's so pretty. Look her up. Puffin's wife. She has a mohawk. She's awesome. And like normal, we're not... Anytime I'm setting a foundation, I never buff. I always press first so that I don't disturb all the foundation that we just applied. I feel like I say that every single video, but it's an important step. Now we're going to do bronzer and blush. Now you guys have seen me use the Milani Baked Bronzer for the past like 5 months, and the color I have is now too dark and it looks really orange on me, and I do not want to look like Trump. No Trump face. So I went through my collection and found my Jordana Sunkissed bronzing powder. It's really pretty. I mean, it's more of a, I don't know if this makes sense, but it's kind of has an olivey undertone and it's really pretty. It's very shimmery, so if you're into the very matte bronzers, you probably won't like this. And we're gonna go in with a Mascara F111 brush, which is a natural hair brush. We're gonna lightly work it around the perimeter of the face. Again, going in with the theme of really radiant skin. I'm bronzing just above the hollows of my cheek. Just working it back and forth. I don't want to bring the bronze too far onto my cheekbones, because then it can look like I have a bad sunburn rather than like a hint of color on my face. And then we're gonna do a little bit on the forehead. And then I personally like to use a little bit on the tip of my nose. You do not have to, this is just what I like to do. And then we're gonna take a little more and go really lightly on the chin. I mean, bronzer just adds life and color back into your face, and it's so pretty. Okay, next we're gonna go into blush. This is the Becca Mineral Blush in Songbird. And we're gonna actually use the same brush that we used, the F111 from Mascara. We're gonna start on the apples of the cheeks and lightly press. Kind of work it back into the bronzer. I noticed with really shimmery blushes, if you buff it, lots of the sparkle ends up falling out all over your chest and onto your shirt. Whereas if you press it, you can get more of the color, more of the glow. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Let me know. Because sometimes I say things and I have no idea if other people can understand me. I'm speaking Rizish. Same thing, the other side of the cheeks starting. The apples of the cheeks pressing and working our way back into the bronzer. And I'm going to lightly feather that in because this side got a little intense. Now we're going to move on to the eyes. And we're going to keep the eyes really, really simple because I want this look to be, again, we're focused on the skin and then the lip color, which is going to make the whole look go pow. Make it go pow. We're going to go into my Makeup Geek palette, and we're going to use the lightest shade in the pan. It is Creme Brulee. We're going to take a Morphe M433. We're just going to lightly dust the color through our crease. We're only going to be using like 2 brushes for the eye look, so this is a super easy eye look that anyone can do. Again, into the crease and just blending it upward a little bit up towards the brow. Then next we're going to go in with the shade Wild West and the same brush we used for Creme Brulee. And we're going to kind of put some on the belly of the brush like that. And we're just going to put this lightly on the outer corner. We're going to take a synthetic flat paddle brush. Okay, so we're going to take the 2 shimmery shades at the top. One is a duochrome and the other one is a foiled shadow, both from Makeup Geek. Together they create the prettiest golden peach shade for the lid. I love the combo. I do it all the time for audition makeup. I'm not going to blend this color upward. I want to keep this specifically on my eyelid. We're going to go back into Wild West and just put a little bit more on the outer corner in case it got blended away while we were doing the lid color. So for lashes, we are going to use the Wet n Wild Lash Renegade Mascara. This is new. Look how intense this packaging is. It's like a steak and I could stab someone with it. To make sure I get every little lash, sometimes I'll go in straight with the ball of the wand, kind of go in between the lashes to make sure I get every little lash. And for the best part of the entire look, we're going to go in with the Cryptic Cosmetics He Loves Me lipstick from the He Loves Me Not Matte Velvet Lip Duo. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. It's so pigmented. Okay, so that is the lip color. Look how bold and gorgeous that is. Okay, so for the last step, like I said, we're going to go back in with that translucent powder from Kat Von D, and we're going to kind of soften everything up so it's not as harsh. Okay, so that is it for this soft yet bold Valentine's look. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Please let me know if you have any comments or questions in the comment section below. And please don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. And if you want to get notified when new videos go up, go down to the subscription button and click the little bell next to it, and then you'll be notified when any of my new videos go up. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day. Do whatever the hell you want on Valentine's Day, pretty much. So thank you so much, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.